What's up, guys? It's me, Alexis. So I know that we didn't have a team call last week, and I'm sorry about that. I've been going to a fitness class that is every Wednesday with a really awesome trainer at my gym. That's at 6 p.m. every Wednesdays, which happens to be exactly when our team call is scheduled. So I'm going to stop going to that class because I'm just a creature of habit, and this time really works well for me personally to do our calls because I don't have anything else going on. So I'm just going to stop going to that class because priorities. So if you're watching, thank you for jumping on to tonight's call. Today is Wednesday, June 7th, 2017. Okay, let's get started. So I wanted to start with recognition. It's June 7th. That means there's 3 weeks left of the month, which is not very long, and then it's going to be July. So June is really important. This month is very important because you're going to probably have to work harder than you do any other month. I'm going to say that to you every month, but I really mean it this month, because here's what happens is not only does the team have a tendency to think they can slow down, because it's getting nicer outside and you're going to be invited to stuff and there's like barbecues and more things to do, and this is normally the time when people like stop working so hard on their fitness and towards their goals because everyone else is not working on them and summer's already here. So instead, you have to be wary of that and deliberately make the choice to not be like everybody else, and instead choose what's going to get you to where you want to be in a year, 2 years, 3 years from now, and make a sacrifice of spending, conscious time every single day on your business and on taking care of yourself, and you won't regret it. So starting with recognition, everyone is at Success Club Zero, including me, which is okay. And like I said, June can be slow if you let it be slow. So we are all going to have to talk to more people and invite more people and post more and show up more authentically and just like be really big believers, bigger than you have been your entire coaching history, whether that's like a couple weeks or a couple years. So I know some of you have some goals before Summit gets here, before July is here, and I just kind of wanted to share with you my mindset and some things that I've learned in the last couple of days. So I don't know, some people, you might get into a place where you feel like maybe you don't really know what you're doing with your business. You're not entirely sure like what you get out of coaching, and you aren't sure, like, I don't know, you're just kind of in a lull or a funk or feeling unmotivated. And I want to tell you like the best way to get clarity in what I found through my own experience, the best way to get clarity on your mission and like why who you want to help is to just work out. Like, you have to work out. And that's where your breakthroughs are going to come. That's where you're going to pull yourself out of a funk, and not in like an angry workout way, if that makes sense. But in a like, you're just going to consistently work out and you're going to decide to challenge yourself because you want to be stronger. Not because you're like punishing yourself. Like, you have to go into your workout with the intention of, I'm doing this for my mental health, and I'm doing this because I care about myself, because self-care is sexy, taking care of yourself is sexy, aging in reverse is sexy, and not just do it because you think you need to lose 5 pounds or you think you'll be happier when you lose a couple of inches. So yeah, if you go into your workouts with that mindset, with a Beachbody program, all of a sudden, like, it's going to seem like a brand new world. And I know that seems crazy, but if you aren't like super inspired about your coaching business and you don't just want to shout it off from the rooftops and share all these amazing stories around you with everybody, it's because you're not doing a program. So you have to pick a program and you have to commit to going through that entire experience, because there's two things with that. So there's the physical part, and then there's the mindset part and like what it does for you. And this is what I love sharing with people. And so like in order to make this work, in order to have like a thriving business, you have to believe that you can have a thriving business. You have to believe that you have something that is worth buying and that people should invest in you, because ultimately that's what they're doing, is they're investing in you and your group and themselves, not necessarily the products. They do it because of you. And so you have to believe that first and foremost. And so getting yourself out of a funk and getting yourself on a high energy, a high vibe, because that's what we need to get, not just to get through the day, but if you really want to run a business that is attracting people and that people want to hear more about when you talk to them and that people feel, then you have to have, you can't be in a funk, you have to be vibrating high. So the first part is the physical benefits, right? So the endorphins. So when you have that rush of that workout high and you're more creative because of it, obviously you're feeling more confident, you have so much more clarity, you kind of just remember who you are, really, and you start to like feel yourself, and it feels good, whether you're listening to your favorite music and it's just your time. That feeling is just undescribable, and it's what keeps me addicted to fitness, and it's what has kept me addicted since I was, no matter like what I've gone through, like putting it down and then like having to pick it back up, like it's what's kept me addicted to it since I was lifting weights as a 16-year-old, is that feeling that I get, that feeling. So that's the first part of it. That is essential. And then the second part is the mindset. So the mindset part of pushing yourself is, what was I going to say? So doing it for the physical benefit, and then, just so the mindset part that's going to shift when you do your workouts is you start to realize that you do have something to offer, and that, what was I going to say? Okay, I'll think of it later. So anyway, that's what pulled me out of the funk, is just pushing play and feeling myself, feeling those endorphins, knowing that I'm taking care of myself. And then what it helped me remember is who is the kind of people that I want to help and why I want to help. And it's because of the girl that I become when I'm not feeling myself. Is that that sense of hopelessness, that sense of self-doubt, that sense of feeling lost, feeling like I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing, that I don't know my purpose. So that's going to shift that's going to shift your mindset towards your business when you feel like you're the person that can serve and give to other people based on what you're experiencing on your own. So that's how I pulled myself out of it, is just by working out and getting out of my own way. And then the second part is to get inspired again, find something fresh that's inspiring to you and that speaks to whoever it is that you want to help, whoever you are when you aren't in that space, and then just going for it and believing in it. So we have a lot of things coming up. It's June 7th right now. The Shift Shop is going to be released on July 12th. I believe on June 15th, you can buy your markers for the challenge, or for the actual workout program, you can pre-buy and get those shipped to you, so you can start like doing conditioning drills and filming them before the program is released. So that's cool, and everyone has to buy them. I'm going to buy them and they're probably going to be super cheap, because that's like our way. None of us were in the test group, so that's like our way and our in to advertise this and to show people what it's about and to start planting those seeds. So another thing that I noticed is that we might get in those places of like doubt and like, I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't know if Beachbody is my thing. There's other things that are safer. There's other things that are like I'm more sure of. My friend's doing this or that. And the thing that you just have to know is that everybody is watching you. Like, even if you are getting like 2 likes or 3 likes, like everybody is watching you. And when you get really clear on your message, when you get connected to that workout high and that mission and that vision of who you want to help, and the kind of girl that you want to save, that you don't want other people to have to feel like they're hopeless and like stuck in that place, people are going to watch that and people will connect with it even if they aren't liking it. So so make content, create, wake up every day and write, create and produce stuff. And don't think that like just because no one's paying attention to it, that over time it won't start to compound and people will start to reach out to you, because it happens to me all the time. And then I'm like, why did I forget that what I'm doing still does matter, even though it doesn't seem like people are engaging or people are interacting with it, because people are watching, people are going through their own stuff until they are ready. And so it's just really about always, putting more into yourself and into your self-growth. And to me, that means doing things that you really want to do, that your heart is telling you to follow. So, in the beginning for me, that was simple things like trying things that I always said I would do, but I hadn't done, and I kept putting off. And so that was like, going to acupuncture or trying kickboxing or trying hot yoga, or what else were some things I kept putting off? Going to a CrossFit class. Like, these were all things I was like, oh my God, I would see them on the internet or on social media, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I want to do that. And I just never would. And I would let my depression and my anxiety and how I felt about my body and just how freaking hard I was on myself, I let that keep me trapped inside, like in my apartment, and I wouldn't leave. And I would cancel plans, and I'd have all these big ideas, and I would just never do any of them. And then Beachbody came along, and I just decided that I was going to not live like that anymore. And I kept hearing things like, push yourself outside of your comfort zone just an inch every single day. And what that meant was just try something that you've never done before every day, just something new. And so like one by one, I would start doing things that I wanted to do, like acupuncture and CrossFit, and just to say that I've done it, and to know that I could always walk back into those things and I'm like not scared of them anymore, which is kind of like how traveling was for me before. Before I was a coach, I felt like I was missing out on so much. I felt like I needed to live in New York, and I felt like I had to do that. And I felt empty and like fearful of the fact that I might not ever visit there. And so like these are the types of things that would like keep me up at night. And through like the encouragement of social media and being a coach, I knew that I could do those things, and I knew if I did that it would make me a better person. So, and that's kind of how like everything started for me with meal prepping and the whole fitness thing. Is I would see girls meal prepping, and I'd be like, I really want to do that. And for so long I would just watch them. And so don't ever underestimate like you staying on your journey, or you're not just another, like, it's worth it. You're not just another person sharing their journey on their fitness journey on social media, because there's people that so much more than like the basic person who has no idea what to eat or has no idea about anything about health. You have you have such great resources and access to so many of them that others don't. And it's our job to really share that. And I think the best way to like get creative and stand out is to make sure you're in a creative space and your energy is high enough so that you can have those new ideas, and you can just speak from the heart, and you can just speak about, things that you've struggled on, things that you are, your vulnerabilities, and that's who you're going to help. That's the kind of person that you're going to help. And it can still be the person that you are, like maybe you haven't overcome these things, but you can share and paint a picture of who you want to be, who you're becoming, and where you're going, and why people should follow along with you. And you shouldn't really have to do much convincing, because just by sharing that, people are going to want to get behind that and have to. And so, yeah, I think that's all I wanted to talk about, is just that little funk of like, I know that there's a lot of you in here that are really go-getters and work your business every day and are really going to take this super far, and that's amazing. And I also know that there's some of you in here that might have been feeling how I've been feeling, which is just the last couple of days, which is so normal and totally okay, but it doesn't mean that you have to totally give up on Beachbody and totally give up on this journey. What that resistance means and that doubt means is that you need to get your ass onto a fitness program, and you need to feel what it feels like to do it. And that's going to light your fire up. And that resistance is just a sign for you to take a step back and to lean into it more, and to actually do it and be like, if I were to go live on Facebook every day, because that might be super uncomfortable for some of you, what would I say? What would I teach? What do I want to learn? Which is, the same thing as what would I teach people? Like, who do I want to be? What can I read to pay forward and share with people if you have no idea what you would go live about? So yeah, that's kind of how I was watching this. I get stuck in the black holes of the internet, just like I'm sure all of you do. But I was in some like manifestation babe group, which is some random Facebook group by some random chick. But she had this video in there that was titled, it was a live video that she did for us in the group, and it was titled like How to Become Famous Being You. And the whole, like, I just kind of listened to some of it, but the whole topic was just like, go live, get people to see you, get people to see your mannerisms, share things that you like, share your dislikes, share everything about yourself in breadcrumbs that is relevant or that you think could help somebody. Even if it's not relevant, the most mundane things are the most relatable things. So going grocery shopping, doing laundry, budgeting your bills, whatever it is. So I hope that helps a little bit. I hope you're excited for this summer and that you're ready to take things to the next level with me like I am. I started the 21-Day Fix Extreme 2 days ago, and I'm trying to do some kind of vlog with it. I don't know if I want to like record the whole workout and post that, but that's what I did yesterday. So you can look at my YouTube channel for ideas on that, because surprisingly I have a lot of people that do my workouts when I post it, which is so weird to me because it's just me like following a video, and I don't really suggest people doing that since I have no idea what I'm doing. But my idea is to maybe like create a couple of workouts and share them with people, and then just do like a voiceover of me talking about something or talking about the workout. So yeah, I hope that you guys all take a chance to get out there, to go live at least one time on Facebook this week, and to make an effort to help somebody and to really serve someone and add value to their life. And once you start doing that and doing it in a group format and running a group every single month, the power of serving other people gets you out of your own head, gets you out of your own way. And when you mix that with endorphins and goals and all the amazing things that this company has waiting for you, you'll get addicted and you'll have a lot of fun. So I hope you take that challenge, and I hope everyone has a great Wednesday night. And I will see you all tomorrow night on Team Set Your Soul on Fire's call, which is going to be amazing. So talk to you then.